All right, the pardon board is reconvening this morning. Good morning. We're at David Wade Correctional Center. Warden, would you and your staff introduce yourself for the record?
Yeah, good morning. Michelle Dozop, Warden.
Brenda Ackland, Deputy Warden. Elizabeth Savage, Lieutenant Colonel. And Seals Classification.
Danny Henshaw Classification.
Becky Trupiano, Record.
All right, thank y'all. Thank you for accommodating us today. And we have, I can't say your last name, sir, so would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number.
Yes, ma'am. Panayotis Condilis 519597.
Now, pronounce the last name again.
Condilis.
Candelas.
Candelas.
Yes,
Candelas. I can do that. Thank you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Let me acknowledge some guests that we have here with us today. On Zoom, we have former District Attorney Walter Reed, Leslie Thompson, a friend, your attorney, Rachel Connor, and here with us in Baton Rouge is your wife, Nancy Keith. Ms. Connor, would you introduce yourself for the record?
Good morning, everyone. Rachel Connor, and I'm here on behalf of Panagiotis Kondelis.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kondelis, let me read some identifying information into the record, then I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Tillis. Your case has been assigned to him. So you are here today seeking a commutation of your sentence. And your sentence was pretty complicated, but most recently you were sentenced July 2016 to 99 years at hard labor for the offense distribution of Schedule II cocaine as a habitual offender. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And we see in the record where you do have a parole eligibility date, which is in 2030.
Yes,
Is that right?
ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. We'll get a little more into that shortly, but I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Tillis at this time.
Good morning, Mr. Condalis. How are you?
Good. Well, sir, thank you very much. And you?
All right. Look, tell me about what's happening and what happened, what caused you to be incarcerated.
A very stupid mistake. I brought a ball of cocaine to someone who asked me to go get a ball of cocaine for him. Just a stupid thing to do. One time, 150, but I don't know. I was not thinking clearly. There's no real excuse. I don't know what to say. He asked me to go get 8 ball. I pick up and I bring him 8 ball.
Were you using drugs?
I was using. I have injuries from the military, and I was using Vicodin ES, Soma, and Valium.
Warden, what's your comment about Mr. Condalis?
Mr. Condelis has been in our protective unit since he was arrived at David Wade due to his previous law enforcement employment. He's not a behavioral issue. He doesn't have any behavioral problems, has not received any rule violations since he's been here. He's completed several programs, including reentry, some anger management, living in balance, both phase 1 and 2, anger management, victim awareness. He's involved in our veterans program on the unit that he's housed in addition to our AANA. He has a good work performance as far as his work supervisor is concerned. He does plan to live with his wife and receive benefits from his VA and Social Security. But as far as his disciplinary conduct here, he's not a behavioral problem.
Thank you so much. I guess at this time, we'd like to hear from his wife.
Can you step up to the podium, ma'am? Right here.
I'm Dr. Nancy Keefe, PhD in social work. My husband is a very honest gentleman with high values obtained from his family. It's the years schooled at St. Paul's High School in Covington, Louisiana, and while serving in the Navy. Prior to his incarceration, he was bound for the Secret Service, but yet over the years, the TBI has advanced and deteriorated his mental health. Due to the TBI, the personal assistance for him is for him to remember, obtain, and reach future goals as needed. I've known him from the time we were teenagers and associated in the same social circles and in the same community. We are married about 3.5 years ago. Even though it has been an imprisonment arrangement over the years, we've gotten to know each other mentally, psychologically, financially, and emotionally. Due to the unfortunate circumstances of the psychiatrist's misdiagnosed and unethical prescription application in which the psychiatrist bent to the district attorney's demands, my husband was admitted to East Hospital in Jackson, Louisiana. In turn, he was given psych meds that should never have been prescribed. The effects of the psychotropic medication on a non-psychotic patient can be significant, leading to various adverse psychiatric effects. These effects can include increased emotional suffering, subjective distress, and depression. Abruptly stopping psychiatric medication can lead to withdrawal symptoms, worsening mental health condition, and potential severe physical reactions. In my professional opinion, my husband struggled with these symptoms when he was released from VOC without being titrated off the medication. Therefore, his behavior contributed to the illegal and unlawful actions that were committed, but not an excuse. In 2021, we set up the Mount Olympus Foundation to assist veterans dealing with wide range of issues that included mental, spiritual, emotional, psychological, financial, and educational and relationship difficulties. The foundation was set up to support individuals with lacking coping skills affected by incarceration, addiction, and unemployment. Coping skills are essential for managing stress and emotional challenges. My husband has admitted and come to terms with the unlawful penalties and mistakes that he has committed in the past. He knows what he did was wrong and regrets the previous action taken. While incarcerated, he has tried to assist and support others to improve their lives. In addition, he has learned humility and a path to spirituality that has led to being grateful for the people and things that has come into his life. Even though he is disabled, he can provide support to his home life and within the community. In my household, you will not have the time to sit around and do nothing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next we'll have Miss Reed. Miss Reed. Mr. Reed. Sorry about that, Walter. He's trying to get it on.
Hello.
We can hear you.
All right, I'm unmuted now.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Reed, go ahead and tell us what you want to tell us about your friend.
Cadillos Yes, sir. My name is Walter Reed. My date of birth is June the 11th, 1946. I was the elected district attorney of the 22nd Judicial District, which includes Washington and St. Tammany parishes, for 30 years, from 1985 to 2015. And it was on my watch that we prosecuted Mr. Candelas. He was part of an investigation of the Abita Springs Police Department, and the chief of that department corrupted the whole department. And there were 5, I think, officers. We took down 4 of them. He led these young officers into corruption. They were selling badges and stealing selling weapons out of the evidence room, and it was just awful. And Mr. Candelas, I think, was the youngest man in the police department at that time, and I knew him, and not a bad kid. He was very, very young at that time, early 20s. And I just find it breathtaking, ladies and gentlemen, that this young guy gets 99 years for his part in this. The chief of police, who's the bad guy in all of this, got much, much less. And he got more than all 4 of the other people in the police department. And I just, my God, this is so wrong. I remember entering into some plea negotiations with his lawyer. And I mean, it was nowhere near 99 years. I mean, I agreed to let him plead to 20 something years or something like that. And now I find out that it's 99 years. I mean, this is, I was DA for 30 years, and I have never heard of anything, I use the word again, breathtaking. Folks, please do something about this injustice. Folks, I'm 80 years old. I have stage 4 cancer. I've had 2 heart attacks, 2 strokes over the past 5 years, and I'm not going to be here very much longer. I have not much time left on this planet, and one of the things that I want to do before I pass is to correct this wrong. Oh my God, this is so wrong. Wrong. I mean, I don't appear before you just casually. I mean, this was difficult, and my health really didn't allow me to come personally, so I'm communicating with in this mode. But he's become my brother knows him, and he's become a minister. He's become an Orthodox Greek minister, and I'm told he wants to set up a church here in St. Tammany Parish. And folks, I can tell you, he will be well received here. He is not somebody that the community is afraid of. He is a minister. I think he would be well received here. And I just ask you, God, please, ladies and gentlemen, help me to right this wrong. This happened on my shift. I have no idea how he gets from me negotiating with his lawyer to 99 years. I mean, gee, this is not right. Something is terribly wrong here. And I ask you to appear before you humbly, and I ask you to please right this wrong before I pass. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Reed. We appreciate your comment. Next, Mr. Thompson. Miss Thompson, I guess. Leslie Thompson.
That's
Leslie. Got it. I know. Still on mute.
Okay, I think that's unmuted. Got me?
Got you now. Got you now.
All right, all right. Wow, that was just touched my heart. Touched my heart. Listen to the district attorney. I want to thank the board for allowing me this 3-minute opportunity, because I wrote some notes, but I won't exceed the 3-minute mark. Condalis is just a good guy. Just to narrow it down to the lowest denominator, that guy's just a good guy. I got a chance to know him during the year 2013 to 2015. Again, as we said earlier, my name is Leslie Thompson, and I am the 3-term former mayor of the town of Jonesboro, Louisiana. My second term, I was accused and convicted of malfeasance in office, but once the Supreme Court heard my case, they overturned it all. And that's what actually caused me to have the opportunity to go inside the system to meet a guy like Mr. Condalis. Tyke, I'm a pretty good judge of character, and to see Tyke and to watch him on a day in, day out basis, never showed anything but courteousness. He was always super respectful, and that was just not to the positions of authority. That was to everybody around him. He was always trying to take classes, always trying to find the next class in his pursuit to rehabilitation. And I said that I would be very surprised, knowing the guy that I know, if somebody told me he would get a disciplinary write-up. I just didn't believe that he would ever get one of those, and I think I'm right about that as well. I'll say in closing that I have super respect for the board and appreciate the degree of difficulty of the task that you have before you. You have the opportunity to review the inmates' past records, and with other factors then to try to make a presumption as to what his future actions and activities would be. I just wanted to come before you today to let you know that on my behalf, as someone who would have a firsthand account of who he has become and who he is now as a result of the impact of his incarceration, I think this guy should be given a second chance. And I just wanted to be here to say that. And I really would hope that that would happen. And I would say in closing that what he did, he made a bad mistake. He made a mistake. He made bad decision, but he's not a bad person. And please consider releasing him if you would. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think I got this one right. Ms. Connors.
Close, it's Connor, but very close. It's really a pleasure to represent people when the individuals around that person really demonstrate their character. And what we have in this situation is a district attorney coming not in opposition, but actually coming at Mr. Condalis's request as a personal recommender, and to recommend to this board that the board consider commuting his sentence. Mr. Condalis is 58 years old. He has served, I think, 16 years of his 99-year sentence. And what occurred here was a real miscarriage of justice, is that while District Attorney Reed was in office, there was a plea that was negotiated to a much lesser term. When he left office, Mr. Condalis, a multi-bill was filed, and his sentence increased from that original agreement to this 99-year sentence that he's now serving. Mr. Condalis is incredibly contrite. He is now there for the distribution of 3.5 grams of cocaine. That's what an 8-ball is. It's 3.5 grams of cocaine, one sale. He has done everything, in spite of the miscarriage of justice, he has done everything while incarcerated that could possibly be expected of someone in his situation. He's taken every single class he can. He's given back. He is mentoring other veterans. He has a job that he does to the best of his ability. And he has been determined to be 100% disabled by the Veterans Administration. He has a traumatic brain injury, and that he was mismanaging pain medication and he's dealt with his substance abuse issues. As you can see, he has partnered himself with a very educated and no nonsense woman. He has surrounded himself with incredible support systems, and he's made a lot of changes from the person he was when he made these mistakes. So not only was this incident an incident that was out of character for him, he has done everything that he needs to do to make sure that nothing of this sort ever happens again. He's a military veteran. He was convicted by a non-unanimous juror. He's had 0 infractions since he's been in there, 0 positive drug screens. And for all of those reasons, he's undertaken vocational training. He's done Celebrate Recovery. He participates in AANA. He's done Thinking for a Change, anger management, victim awareness. There is, in my opinion, nothing more that he can accomplish while incarcerated. And we're respectfully asking the board, he would be eligible for parole as the chairwoman noted in 2030. And what we're asking for is a commutation of his sentence to something closer to his original sentence, which would have allowed him for immediate parole eligibility. And so unless there are any questions, I think that his supporters and his wife and he himself can speak better to his character. But I think he, in my opinion, of the people that I have represented before this board, he is among the top candidates for a commutation.
Thank you. So, thank you. Any of my colleagues have any questions?
I'm sorry.
Tough case.
I don't see any other questions. You ready to vote?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Tillis.
My vote is to grant with commutation of sentence to 45.
Ms. Stapleton?
I wanted to ask you, with immediate parole.
Immediate parole release.
Okay, all right, my vote is to grant with immediate parole release eligibility.
You gonna want to leave the sentence at 99?
Now, what should I change it to? Is it
He said
2030?
45
45.
45 with immediate parole eligibility?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Prater?
Grant with 30-year sentence and immediate parole eligibility.
Mr. Freeman?
I think the plea bargain offer was 35, but I'm going to go with my colleague and go with 30 with immediate parole eligibility.
I think do 30.
All right, well, my vote is gonna be to commute the sentence also. I was gonna do the 35 years, but I'll go with the 30. So commute to 30 years with immediate parole eligibility. Mrs. Stapleton, you want to reconsider?
Yeah, I want to reconsider. I'd like to do mine 30 with immediate parole eligibility.
Good. What you done? You good?
Well, yeah. Okay, I'll go with 30.
So, Mr. Condelis, you've received a unanimous vote to make the recommendation that your sentence be commuted to 30 years with immediate parole eligibility. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Congratulations.